using of articles and omission of articles are two necessary and important and inseparable parts of our syllabus. I think most of the students of our country are more or less acquainted or introduced with the using of articles and omission of articles. So, according to my personal opinion, this is one of the easiest and simplest part of the syllabus. I could prefer or I could select for you the vivid discussion like passage narration or right form of verse, but all of you know, that means all of the students of our country now know that our Honorable Education Minister has already announced that within a short time all of the educational institutions of our country will be opened for everyone. As a result, I have selected the discussion about using of articles and omission of articles, but this is lecture 1. In the next class I will finish and I will complete all the discussion, all the parts of using of articles and omission of articles. First of all, I want to explain and illustrate for you, that means for my students particularly, in what way you will be able to use the articles in the gaps in the examination hall. First of all, you will read the entire passage from beginning to the end, that means from starting to the end. Then you will be able to understand in what way all of the articles will have to be used. Then you will find all the gaps in what way and in which part of the gaps you will use cross mark, that means the omission of articles. First of all, I am going to explain the articles. According to the grammatical point, articles are divided into 3 parts, A, N and the. But according to the opinion of parts of speech, articles are also called as adjectives. First of all, A. A is used before consonant. Before consonant. N is used. N is used before the word which is started with vowel. Which is started with vowel. The is called definite articles. The is called definite articles. Definite articles. Here a vivid discussion is waiting for you. A vivid discussion. Now I am going to efface all these words and I am going to explain, I am going to illustrate all these parts side by side. And this discussion will have to be represented before you chronologically as usual, and that you have found in my previous classes. First of all, N is used before vowel. Apple, educated man, educated man. Illiterate woman, illiterate woman. Orange and umbrella. But here lies the fact that the pronunciation of O and U's, that means the pronunciation of O and U will have to be verified in the different way, but I will discuss it in the next step. First of all, you will have to learn N is used before vowel. An apple, an educated man, an illiterate woman, an orange, an umbrella. This is the rule. But you will find in the exceptional case something different that is going to be illustrated by me within a few time. If O is used like OA, if O is used, that means pronounced. Used, that means pronounced, that means uttered, like wa, then a will be used, a will have to be used or written, have to be used or written before o. Example: he is a one-eyed man. He is a one-eyed man. Now in the next rule you will find, if u is pronounced or uttered, if u, which is a vowel, which is a vowel uttered as itself, that means like you, that means like you, then you will have to use a. You will have to use a, though u itself is a vowel. Example: there is a university in Dhaka. There is a university in Dhaka. What does it indicate? What does it imply? It implies that these two parts are the exceptional rule of using vowel, only particularly for in the spheres of o and u. Now I am going to explain the rules of a, that means a is used before consonant. A is used before consonant. So all of us know that there are only 26 letters in English, and these 26 letters are divided into two parts. One is consisted of vowel and other is consisted of consonant. I have a hotel. Here the word is started with consonant, hotel. As a result, I have written a for using the article. You are a senior teacher. You are a senior teacher. Here s is used as the consonant. For this reason, I have written again a as the using of articles. Then in the third example, she is a lame woman. A is used as usual, watching the using of consonant. Now I am going to efface all these examples, all these three examples, because now I will explain the exceptional rules of using vowel and consonant. If consonant is pronounced or uttered as vowel, the exceptional rule is that if any consonant is uttered as vowel, that means a, e, I, o or u, then n is used an is used. Now look at the example. He is an honorable man. He is an honorable man. Here the using of consonant is silent. That means when we are going to utter this word, we are uttering the using of O, and O itself is a vowel. As a result, N is used before H, though H itself, this letter is itself a consonant. She is an MP. She is an MP. So what does it indicate? That I have written M, that means consonant, but the pronunciation or uttering is like a vowel, MP. As a result, for this reason, I have used N before writing the consonant. U R dash LLB or SPO. SPO, Senior Principal Officer. N. S is also used or pronounced or uttered as vowel. As a result, N is also used here. So, this is the discussion about the using of vowels and the exceptional rules of vowels. Now I am going to explain a vivid discussion. Now I am going to explain the rules of using the as the definite articles. Particularly, the is used. The is used when something is mentioned with a definite expression. But there are some also rules waiting for you. Before writing earth, sun, moon, planet, stars, name of river, sea, ocean, sheep, name of mountain or hills, name of religion, nation, race, caste, creed, color, caste, creed, color, using of superlative degree, That means longest, highest, tallest, most active, most captivating, such kind of superlative degrees always implies that you will have to use the definite articles, that means the, before writing these superlative degrees. And the name of newspaper. These are the rules of using the article as the. So, the rules of articles is going to be closed here, because I have mentioned here all of the important or necessary parts of using articles. Now, I will explain the differentiation between the words and words for definite and indefinite articles. Like poor, if I mention someone indefinitely that he is a poor man. He is a poor man. The using of article is a because the very first word of the poor is written in the consonant form, that means using P. But if this poor is used as eternally, poor are always neglected. Poor are always neglected. Here you will have to write the. So what is the differentiating subject matter between these two poors? You can understand it very easily, because in the first example, poor indicates someone, an indefinite person. But in the next example, poor is used as eternally. That means this word has included all of the poor person of the entire world. So the is used as the definite article. Now, omission of articles is going to be discussed here in this online class. Omission of article indicates you will have to put the cross mark in the gaps where article will not be used here. In rule 1, I will explain the using of possessive case. The using of possessive case implies or indicates that no article will be used here. No article will be used here. So you will have to memorize the list of possessive case. So what is the possessive case? My, our, your, his, her, their, its. All of these are using of possessives. In other words, it can also be called as pronominal. But you will have to memorize these rules. The using of possessive case implies or indicates that no article will be used here, before or after. That means the gap can be mentioned before writing possessive case, or the gap can also be mentioned after writing the possessive case. But you will have to bear in mind, you will have to possess in mind that no article will be used in the spheres of possessive case. Now look at the example. I am proud of my educated father. Educated father. If the gap is mentioned here, then you will only put a cross mark. The impact of possessive case, that means my, will influence this gap. So no article will have to be used here by anyone. But if article is used here, then you will have to mention that no possessive case will be written here. As for example, I am an educated man. I am an educated man. Look at these two examples side by side. In the first example, I have written educated as adjective. Here in the next example, that means second example, I have again written educative as adjective. But what is the differentiating subject matter? The differentiating subject matter is that in the first example, I have mentioned a possessive case. As a result, the influence of possessive case always indicates that no article will be used here, and you will have to put the cross mark. But in the next example, I have not mentioned any possessive case. As a result, as usual, article is used before educated. and as the word is started with vowel, I have written here an. So first of all you will memorize this rule, that means rule number 1. Now I am going to explain the rule 2. No article will be used before helping verb or auxiliary verb, preposition and proper noun. Rule 2. No article will be used before the following parts. That means auxiliary verb or helping verb, preposition, proper noun. These three parts are included in the same category. Auxiliary verb means am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, have been, has been, had been, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need, dare, etc. These kinds of auxiliary verb always implies the fact that no article will be used before writing the auxiliary verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, have, has, had, have been, has been, had been, shall, should, will, would, can, could, may, might, must, ought to, need, dare, etc. Preposition in, on, for, of, with, to, into, by, up, down, upon, without, about, behind, among, at, etc. Proper noun. The name of person, place, name of country, the name of day or month. Such kind of proper noun is always the indication to the omission of articles. But here is the difference between these two rules. That means in the first rule I have mentioned that no article will be used before or after writing the possessive case. But here dissimilarity lies that only the auxiliary verb, preposition and proper noun indicate that no article will be used before them. But after writing auxiliary verb or preposition or proper noun, you can also write down, you can also use the articles. Now I will explain in what way articles can be used after writing auxiliary verb, preposition or proper noun. He is the best student. He is the best student. Here you can use the article after writing auxiliary verb. Now I am in a great position. Here I have used again article after writing the preposition. In the same way, proper noun can also possess or contains the using of articles after writing that. Mr. Reza, the principal of our college. The principal of our college is a highly educated man. Is a highly educated man. Educated man. These three examples are sufficient for you to understand that any type of article can be used after writing auxiliary verb or helping verb, preposition and proper noun. but no article will be used before writing auxiliary verb, preposition and proper noun. Now I am going to explain the rule 3. Rule number 3 indicates that main verb, rule number 3 indicates main verb and its influence, main verb and its influence on article, influence on using article, using articles. So first of all, you will have to understand, you will have to realize the definition of main verb. Words of doing is called verb. This is the simplest definition and perfect definition. Words of doing is called main verb, is called main verb, like write, sleep, eat, run, walk, live, etc. Now I will select a main verb and make you understand in what way the main verb influences the using of articles. No verb will be used before, no verb is used or written containing any article before it, containing any article before it. That means if main verb is written, then using of omission of article is definitely the part of it. Like I write, using of omission of articles. That means you will have to put the cross mark before writing in the gaps of main verb. But in what way the main verb will influence the article after the parts? That means after writing the main verb. If the main verb possesses ordinary object, if the main verb possesses ordinary object, main verb possesses or contains ordinary object, then article can be used. Article can be used. Like I write an application. I write an application. This is ordinary object. But if the main verb contains or possesses adverbial objects, I am again repeating my speech. If the main verb contains or possesses adverbial objects, then article will not be used by anyone. Main verb and object is placed here side by side, including quality or trait, or fault. Then omission of article. That means you will have to put the cross mark. Example is that I write rapidly. Here rapidly implies the quality of writing using of cross mark. In the same way, cross mark can be used if I write slowly. I think these two examples are sufficient for you to understand the differentiating subject matter. Now, today I am going to complete or finish the class by discussing rule number 4. Rule 4. If noun is used alone, then article will be used here. Article using. As for example, Reja is a student. Reja is a student. Here noun is used alone. That means no adjective is used here. But if the adjective is used before writing the noun for modifying or qualifying the noun, then you will have to put the cross mark. That means if noun or adjective is placed side by side, if noun or adjective is placed side by side, then you will have to put the cross mark. Rule is that if adjective and noun are placed side by side, then omission of article. Omission of article. Now example is that Reja is a meritorious student. Reja is a meritorious student. Meritorious student. Here student is used as noun and meritorious is the part of adjective. So no article will be used in this gap. And at last I want to mention here, if adjective and adverb is used side by side. If adverb and adjective is used side by side, then omission of article will have to be applied by you. If adverb and adjective are used side by side, then no article will be used between these two parts. No article will be used side by side. No article will be used between these two parts placed side by side. Example is that Reja is a very meritorious student. Here student is used as noun, so no article will be used between these gaps. And very adverb, meritorious adjective. In this list no article will be used. That means the omission of article, but only the article can be used before the adverb. Now in the next class, my dear students, you will find the board solution of the articles, and I will explain most of the boards before you by applying all these rules, so that you can make the solution of any board questions using the rules of article and the omission of articles. Goodbye.